role of surveyors has changed greatly, with new technologies making it easier to capture necessary data. Spalding DeDecker Associates has been keeping a close eye on market trends. Where do they see the biggest opportunities for surveyors? We'll find out in this episode of Side Chats. Spalding DeDecker Associates is a multidisciplinary consulting engineering firm based in Rochester Hills, Michigan. The firm has 87 employees, with about 22% of them working in the survey department. In this episode of Side Shots, SDA's Catherine DeDecker, Mike DeDecker, and George Platz share their thoughts on how surveyors can best adapt to changes in technology and business.
Over the years, the survey department has really evolved. Back in the 70s, 80s, even prior to that, we were a service for the interior departments. So the survey department serviced the municipal department and transportation. We didn't really do a lot of private work. Mid-80s, we started doing a little more private work, and it's really evolved into, if the department wants to survive nowadays, we have to do mostly private work for other people out there. So it's gone from basically a municipal operation to covering every spectrum from steel survey, industrial survey, residential, commercial, everything. So
the obvious buzzwords are the terrestrial and mobile laser scanning. We've looked into that quite a bit, but I think in a bigger picture, what you see is just an evolution of everything, blending these different technologies together. So with the GPS and the laser scanning coming together to allow the mobile scanning, I think you're going to see more evolution of that sort of stuff. The other side that we see a lot of strength is doing industrial surveying type stuff. So not everybody's capable of doing it. We do a lot of anchor bolt surveys, steel erection surveys, crane rail surveys is something we specialize in pretty highly. It's fairly rigorous to get onto the site with the safety aspect of it, and it kind of takes a special technician to be fluent in it. Somebody that's able to comfortably work at heights and deal with all the precise measurements that are required.
The role of surveyors has changed drastically. At one point in time, there was always a two-man crew going out. And go back years, it was a three-man crew. But today, 70% of the time, we send out one guy, and it's changed because of our robotic equipment, our GPS. In the future, who knows, with laser scanning, it's probably going to be, still be one guy, hopefully. But the field work, the technologies has just made it that much more simpler to capture data. And the same holds true with construction staking. We just need to do things differently. And we need to be smarter and maybe more analytical and provide a different type of service, whether it's more control type work, just being the right-hand man and maybe doing what we do best, and that's thinking. Rather than being that stake pounder out there, which there's always going to be a need for it, but it's just changed. And, what we need to do is to learn how to manipulate data better. We need to learn first and foremost how to be better business people. Everybody today can be a surveyor. They can go on Google Earth and Shazam. They have their property lines shown and pictures shown, and they don't need to call me. There's probably nothing further from the truth. They still need somebody that understands the analytical side of it, that understands the mathematics. And we are that person as a profession. We just need to be able to use all those tools in our toolbox to be able to deal with the public and just be successful. We need to get out of that low-cost provider mentality that seems to haunt us. That's the toughest one we have, but I'm sure we can, as a profession, work through that.